What it do, my people? You know what time it is. It's your boy, Toxicity, aka Toxic, aka X. Back in your grill, back in your earwave. However you watching me, however you listening, welcome back. Appreciate you. Today I got something, just like what we did with the Delta Force video. You know, some toxic talks, some gameplay, impressions. What I got for y'all today. This time, it's Black Ops 6. Yeah, 6 now. Because apparently Cold War was Black Ops 5. But that's just what they're calling it now. So we're on number 6. But here we go. It was a beta last weekend. Weekend prior to that was another beta. If y'all ain't got to it, I'm going to say it's pretty good. I'm going to say I had a pretty fun time playing that thing, man. And it's pretty fucking different. Now, let's pump the brakes a little bit because this was just a beta and we all know how betas go. Look at 2042 because that thing was good as fuck in the beta and it's not none now. One of the biggest changes, if not the biggest changes, is the movement in this game. Called Omni movement. Apparently it's just you can move all 8 directions, front, back, left, right, diagonal, you can call it. Not only that, you can run in all directions too. You can run backwards, you can dive backwards. Me personally, I love it, man. It's nice. I will say, I tried doing a little on the mouse and keyboard. It feels really weird. There's some people saying that there's a setting that you can go ahead and change, but I don't know if I want to go ahead and go through all that. So I just hopped on controller. And man, does it feel good on controller. I will say though, that this is really, really gonna up those sweat lobbies and all that shit. Like if you thought it was sweaty then, and Modern Warfare 3 and 2, bro, they just took it to 100. I'm not saying it's bad, but sometimes it can get a little bad when you get into those lobbies and SBMM be kicking your ass and be like, all right, you had a good couple games. Let's go ahead and put you with some fucking top ranked people and get your ass smacked. And that's usually what happens when you got people fucking doing crazy shit. I mean, I don't be doing crazy shit, but there's people doing crazy shit, man. And yeah, it be making me think like, damn, I'm really getting old up in this bitch. But so I've been seeing some real old heads that are like frustrated with this shit and they can't get it or understand it or it's just too hard for them. Man, embrace the movement. It's fucking nice. You slide around the corner, hit a dude, slide through a tunnel, go ahead and hit another dude, keep it pushing. Dolphin dive, go and dive a different way, sideways, left ways. Man, I've been getting fucked up. People diving through a window and I'm not even expecting it. I'm like, oh shit. That's how the game goes. So as far as that, I mean, that is the biggest change that they have right there. The number one change that obviously would change the gameplay of every match that you get into. It presents opportunities that you don't even know you could do prior to that. I mean, I'll be getting into gunfights and then I'm super low on health. I slide and dodge into a corner real quick, hit that stem, right back into the fight. And speaking of stems, me personally, if y'all played it, you can go ahead and comment down below. Man, them stems are a little overpowered in this game, man. Like, I'm having people stem the moment they see me. The moment they hit the corner and see me, they're stemming. And I ain't even shot yet. So people are stemming pre-fight so they can get that health boost immediately. Even if that first bullet hits in, they're already getting healed. And you can notice it when you're fighting somebody. There's a little symbol that pops up that they stem, so you know that they're stemming prior to even doing that. They're not like too overly powered, and I don't know if they give you speed boost or anything still. I'm not too sure about that, but because you move really fast in this game. Especially if you have, you know, gun ho and double time and all that stuff, you move really fast. So I think personally that they need to go ahead and take a look at stems because they're a little too overpowered right now. Aside from that, everything else in this beta has been pretty solid. You can tell that they've been taking their time on this. I mean, it's track. You know, track don't come out with a fucking Call of Duty every single year. Like, you know, they're not the Raven software, bottom of the barrel. Just, hey, put out this Call of Duty in the interim so we can have actual good Call of Duties come out. No, this is a pretty solid one. The gunplay seems pretty good. I mean, it doesn't seem like you're having to die by 2 shots. At least you can try to put up a fight. It is obviously still Call of Duty, but at least you can put up a little bit of a fight when you get into a gunfight with somebody. And what I mean by that is if you're getting shot, you can do a turnaround on somebody. You don't have to have the fastest sensitivity. Believe me, I know. I got a homie who plays on 3, but the gunplay is pretty solid in this one. You know, I'm not saying it's all like blow your socks out, but you know, it's Call of Duty. Call of Duty's Call of Duty. But this was fun. I do gotta say something myself. Now the gunsmithing on this game is a little weird. I mean, I don't mean like, you know, crazy weird. It's just what I've noticed when I'm going into it and you're going through these attachments, I guess it could just be the beta thing, but when you're going through the attachments, there's no downside to any attachment that you put on for the majority of the part. Now I'm saying not every attachment, but for the majority part, no attachment has a downside. Everything has an upside, and downside, vertical, assist, all that type of stuff. And there's no downside to anything. It's only when you get to the bottom of a couple of these attachments that you'll see some things that have negative effects to your weapons. But for the most part, everything is solid. And that's what is a little weird to me, that how can every attachment have an upside and there's no downside to anything at all? So maybe that's going to change. To me, that's just a little weird, and it's just like, what's the point of having those numbers then? You should just have I don't know. It just seems like cosmetic at that point a little bit to me. Obviously, they do things. They're not just for show. They also got a new game mode. It's called HVT. What the acronym for that means is high value target. And pretty much what it boils down to is on both sides of the team, there's one person who's designated a high value target. Your figure will actually be highlighted glowing blue, and you can see this on yourself as well in your POV. And the goal is it's pretty much kind of like team deathmatch. You rack up points based on how many kills you get, but if you're HVT and you get kills, you get extra points. If your team eliminates the enemy team's HVT, then you get a bonus points on top of that, rather than just killing a regular player. So it's kind of like a risk reward type game mode, but it's not bad, honestly. In the HVT, he gets shields, so he gets armor pack, 3 shields. You also get 3 extra spare shields. You can be down, so you can pick up the HVT, but from my perspective, that's kind of like rare unless your team's kind of on it. But for the most part, if that dude's getting down, he's gonna die. And then once you run out of those 3 plates, you're out. So but the game mode is pretty fun, I gotta say. We had no choice in what we had to play. It was just all mosh pit. But for the most part, I'm a search and destroy team deathmatch type person, and obviously they had those in there, so those are the usual staples that we got. Aside from that, man, it's just Call of Duty. It's fun. It's gonna be a fun one. That's what I gotta say. I'm mostly excited for zombies and things like that. I want to see what this campaign looking like, because Cold War was fun. It was interesting and shit. So yeah, like I said, this is just Call of Duty. If you love Call of Duty, been around since the beginning, since I have. Call of Duty 4 is when I really started doing my online stuff. Remember back in the day, I was sold to Halo 3. I was a Call of Duty hater. My homie let me borrow Call of Duty 4, and I was hooked ever since. Obviously, we've had the bullshit tropes ever since then, the yearly releases. Now we got the microtransactions everywhere. But aside from that, this seems like we got a pretty solid game. And then we're back to the best play at the end of the game, boys. And this isn't just last kill, who gets last kill. This is actually the best play of the game. For the most part, it works. I've seen some kind of not good looking ones, but hey, I'm not the one who decides that shit. But at the end of the day, we're back in that shit with the best play, boys. That shit's real nice. So yeah, I just want to appreciate y'all. It's a nice little short video. This is on some Call of Duty. Not much really changed, but some things did change. I feel pretty good. I'm liking the way this one's feeling. And being me, I'm already on Game Pass on PC and Xbox, so I'm getting this for the freezy, and I ain't gonna pay full price for it. But in the end, you're gonna end up paying full price for something. Are you gonna get it? Let me know. I'd like to hear from y'all. Appreciate y'all for watching, taking your time out your day. Without further ado, y'all have a good day.